You're stepping in and trying to do things that you've never done every single session. You cannot go into a set with a lackluster mindset. It will bite you back. You have to give the set the respect it deserves, okay? So every set, you take your time and you focus on what you are about to do.
You gotta block out everything and be in the moment. Not the past, not the future, right now.
I genuinely believe that I can do anything. I'm not surprised that I'm still here. And I believe that I could possibly be here a decade from now. The biggest life lesson that I've learned is the power of the mind and just how important it is to look at yourself at a high regard and to believe in yourself.
I always do fasted cardio. I like training on an empty stomach because it takes you someplace. Once you're in a different mindset, you're in survival mode almost. You're on the hunt.
Rule number 11. You are who you hunt with. Everybody wants to eat, but few will hunt. Surround yourself with the few. Our lifestyle is uncommon and uncomfortable. Be prepared to be misunderstood by all, but a few.
And a year from now, it's going to happen like that. And who is your future self? 1 year from now, who is it? Just like everyone's out of here, go party Saturday night. They're not willing to sacrifice. I'm like the lone survivor in here, you know?
The next year of your life is going to pass one way or the other. The clock is ticking whether you use it or you don't. And 12 months from now, you're either going to be grateful that you gave it your all, or you're going to regret that you gave it nothing.
Stop playing the short game with this. If I can't do a perfect workout, there's no point in doing the workout. And start thinking, if I show up 10 minutes every day for 5 years, what is that going to look like? It isn't easy, but it is simple. Don't overcomplicate it.
You get much further in life by being consistently reliable than you do by being occasionally extraordinary. Showing up every single day with the same level of energy and intensity, because every single thing that you do actually matters, even the little things. And top performers and the people that are at the top of their craft show up for the small things just as much as they do for the big things.
Imagine the person who wakes up and says, I did not sleep well, but I'm going to go to the gym anyway. I did not see results from yesterday's workout, but I'm going to go to the gym anyway. It's raining outside and it's cold, but I'm going to go to the gym anyway. Do you see what that does? In addition to delaying immediate gratification, it also creates discipline, doesn't it? And so we know that if you're one to put off immediate gratification, if you're one to go to the gym consistently, you're going to build some serious discipline.
You can stay after every day and do all this extra work. Do all the stuff on your own, and that's awesome. I love it for you. You're helping our team a little bit. But if you keep letting people be average around you, it doesn't matter. It matters. It doesn't matter.
Don't be fucking weak. Don't miss. Don't fucking miss. It's your choice. It's in your control. Simple as fucking that. The next 30 seconds are in my fucking control.
One thing in life, this applies to everything in life. Anytime you move from being normal to trying to be exceptional, people aren't gonna like that shit. Those normal people, it makes them feel like shit, so they're gonna judge you. And nowadays, it's very easy to be a fucking coward.
You see these guys these days, like, hey, you know, fucking, you know what I'm saying? Just talking about
No,
their bad day and this happened and I'm fucking,
right.
And shut the fuck up.
Oh, I know.
Get up, get the fucking work and do what you gotta do and be a fucking man.
No.
Be a man.
As far as meaning and purpose, a lot of men derive a lot of purpose out of being strong, stable providers and helpers.
I like to be alone, to challenge myself, to know where to find the limits and how to put it in the balance. If you don't know how to train alone, you will be just led by somebody in the gym, by the coach, by your parents, by whoever. You have to be your own leader in your life. You have to be honest to yourself.
If I give you a commitment, what I get? Millions? Bet. I can take care of my family? Bet. All I gotta do is commit? Bet. I don't gotta hang around? Bet. Every day? Bet.
I'm gonna prove to the whole world that I'm still the best. I'll always be the best. I cannot lose. It's impossible for me to lose.
And most people overestimate what they can do in a year, and they underestimate what they can do in 2 or 3 decades. And you haven't been around long enough to have those extra 2 or 3 decades. So don't fuck it up. There's time.
People think it takes years to get where they want to be. I've seen people change their life in 6 months, sometimes 3 months. Sometimes you just need to stay in for 3 months and work relentlessly towards where you want to be.
You put water into a cup, it becomes the cup. You put water into a bottle, it becomes the bottle. You put it in a teapot, it becomes the teapot. Now water can slow or it can crash. Be water, my friend.
If you aren't naturally tired at night and excited in the morning, then you probably haven't found something meaningful to work on. You are not stressed from doing too much. You are stressed from doing too little of what you care about.
Because if you tell yourself the truth, and the truth is, I'm not happy with where I'm at. That's the truth. The truth is, I can do more.
This has to be in you. Something in you has to wake up. And usually the only person that can wake it up is you.
The truth is, I can be in better shape. The truth is, I can work harder than I'm working right now. The truth is, I can do more for my family. The truth is, I can do much better than I'm doing right now.
We'll go to the gym and there's this one person you see all the time at the gym. Same place you've been going to, you see this person working out so hard. It's almost as if every time you go to the gym, they're there. But you don't see any progress with their body. How's that even possible?
Don't let them bully you. Don't underestimate you. Believe in yourself and everything is possible. Please don't let them break you because all world was against me. I was underdog. I believe myself, okay? I believe my hard work.
Some people can see farther than others. Some people are impressed with limitations. So therefore, when people judge what I'm doing with their logic, it can't be done. Their reasoning says it can or shouldn't be done. Their knowledge of history says it can be done. So
I don't care who you are. If you're 8 years old or 80 years old, it's never too late. Don't listen to these people who want to put you in a box. Be you.
Most people are willing to trade their entire lives, their dreams, their potentials, their income, everything, in order to not look stupid in front of who? In front of a whole bunch of motherfuckers that are never gonna do anything their entire lives.
Most human beings, when they're in painful situations, what can I do to avoid that? I want to get into it more. See how far I can go.
When you're hurt, how do you feel? You lay down, right? You take a second, you go, you take your vitamins, do your thing. When I'm hurt, I love it. I love that feeling because it's real.
To be honest, I don't like excuses, explanations. My philosophy is to be perfect, to not answer on questions why you did this, why you did that. I feel shame by trying to explain you why I didn't win this fight. I didn't win, and that's it.
Hey, David, you should just back off your shit. 45 minutes of running is adequate enough. 30 minutes in the gym is adequate enough. 30 minutes stretch is adequate enough. Adequate's the word I don't fucking use. You can go out there and do your adequate shit. I'm going to continue going as far as I physically can.
Competition, the naysayers, the owners who talk too much. The people who don't think a 36, 35-year-old can do what I do. I take a lot of pride in my craft. I work really hard on my craft every day, and I'm a true professional.
It's the fact that you had an idea, you believed in it, you put action to an idea, so a dream became a reality. It's as good as it gets, man. That's when you do it right. Otherwise, you sit back and you wonder, what if? What if is the worst question you can ever ask yourself.
Don't be afraid to take a shot. You can't miss that opportunity, and later on in life, nobody in this room wants to be in their deathbed going, I shoulda. Nobody wants to say I shoulda. The worst thing that can happen is it doesn't work and you go back to what you're doing now.
I never feared about my skills, because I put in the work. Work ethic eliminates fear, so if you put forth the work, then what are you fearing? You know what you're capable of doing, what you're not.
Never say never, because limits, like fears, are often just an illusion.
Now, fear is going to be a player in your life, but you get to decide how much. You can spend your whole life imagining ghosts, worrying about the pathway to the future, but all there will ever be is what's happening here, and the decisions we make in this moment, which are based in either love or fear.
You have to work every single day. I think that's where the confidence comes from, because when nobody's looking,
that's the time that really counts. That's the time that really matters. It's like the working out at 5, 6 a.m. and then all the practices and all the extra conditioning. Like, that's the hard part.
My belief came from the unseen work. It came from every workout by myself. Not having a best friend or a trainer or someone to wake me up. No, it was fighting average alone.
There is a time in every man, woman's life on their journey to greatness where there's no evidence that it's gonna work out. Nobody believes in them. They don't believe in themselves. It doesn't look good, but they keep going because the fear of being average is too much.
You can't go out and sell the idea, hey man, this is gonna beat your ass for the rest of your life, and it's gonna be hard, and it's gonna take everything, and it's gonna make everything else in your life come second place, and it's not gonna be fun most of the time, and you're gonna struggle most of the time, and it's gonna be how do you sell that to someone?
That's the point. Are you tired yet? But some of you need to get tired. You need to be tired of what's going on in your life. Get tired of your habits. Get tired of your results. Get tired of the actions that you're putting in there every day. You gotta change, man, or nothing changes.
If you can only see the negative aspects, then of course you're never gonna wanna fucking change. You'll just stay where you are. Do not focus on the negative aspects.
I just love lifting. It ain't about gear. It ain't about ego. If you're like, oh, I don't look like these other people. Oh, I look like shit. I'm gonna stop lifting. There's no point. That's not fucking true at all.
It doesn't bother me if I miss or make it. So I'll just keep going. And, I think the next one always gonna go in.
I've spent a lot of time, Joe, slating everybody in the company. Backstage, I'm starting fights off everybody. I've ridiculed everyone on the roster. I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, I'd like to take this chance to apologize to absolutely nobody.
To wait for better times to come where the world will be completely in peace and you can walk peacefully over the street, never having the fear that somebody's gonna come and do something to you. It's not gonna happen because the world is just the way as it is.
Problems are a feature of life, not a bug. They are just going to continue coming. You're not going to have a perfectly smooth ocean where nothing gets in your way.
If I could have what I wanted, what would satisfy me? And you might think, well, I could never get that. And I could say, well, maybe not, but I'll tell you one thing, man. You can move towards it. And I know almost all the pleasure is in the moving toward.
Oh, stay in the gym. Don't chase women. Work more, talk less. That's it. It's literally that simple, bro. You do those 4 things, your life is guaranteed to elevate.
I don't care if all you have for the gym or your health is 10 minutes. Take a 10-minute walk. Do burpees for 10 minutes. Because you solidified the habit of showing up for yourself, even if it's just in a small way. And 10 minutes one time is insignificant, maybe. But 10 minutes 10,000 times? Now that would create extraordinary results. But that is what we fail to see as beginners in fitness.
You can't go back once you started this damn journey. You can only go forward.
Sometimes love can kill people. Sometimes you love your kid, you give him everything, and he grew up like, I don't know, like a vegetable. You have to teach him how to live. I have same problem. My father, he don't have nothing.
You're either raising a wolf or a sheep. Now, you raise a sheep, you're gonna have to protect them all the time. And that's what's happening with parents. They want to protect their kids all the time, because that's a sheep. You always gotta protect the sheep. You can't never leave a sheep alone. That's what it is. But the wolves will find other wolves and find somewhere to eat.
The process is not just the practice time. The process is not just the game time. The process is 24 hours. If and only if you want to be a champion, the difference is you look at your process as 24 hours.
Whatever you want to do, believe it, believe it, believe it. Even if you don't believe, play the game of belief. Act as if you believe. That is power. That is sheer power. And it will happen, believe you me. So never give up. Believe, believe, believe.
My goal was the only person that's gonna turn this person around is me. The only way I can turn it around is put myself through the worst things possible a human being can ever endure. And that'd be the only way that I can build this brain to handle anything that comes in front of it, callousing my mind through pain and suffering.
Failure is 100% necessary for greatness. To achieve greatness, to have that success, you've got to fail as many times as possible. So don't shy away from it. Don't take it as a negative.
When we go through hard things, we have to remember that the hard times we go through
That is the training that makes great people. And I found in this life, all the successful people I've met, all of them have not been able to avoid hard times. And I fully understood now and cemented in my mind that when you go through hard times, just keep remembering in your mind, this is the training required to become great.
All right, the first thing you have to do is you have to have toughness. All right, you got to be tougher than everybody that we play. It's all about what does it take to break you? What does it take to make you give in because it's hot outside, or you're tired, or you don't feel like running to the ball, or giving effort, or finishing the play like you should because of how you feel, whether you're a little bit hurt?
Whatever it is, it always works out. And I've just ran with that for years. Like, it always works out no matter what. And I've just held on to that, even throughout my whole career.
The slower you go, the further you get. The slower you go, the further you get. Anything fast don't last. I like going slow.
Why do I have to go through this pain? Why do I have to go through this fear all the time? Why can't it just be peaceful all the time? Then it wouldn't be life. We have to take life at its term, life on life terms, not our life on our terms. You know, we have to live life on life terms.
You may not be telling people about them, but you're thinking about them, you're carrying it, you're processing, you're triggered by it. It's all still there. Do yourself a favor and make the decision that you're not gonna let life stop you from living life.
As soon as you look back in your history and you come up with something that you feel like you want to change, something else has to change.
What about your biggest disappointment?
Once again, that's the same analogy. You know, disappointment to me, to win, you got to lose.
It's the only way to learn. You have to fail. Failure is a part of the process to becoming successful. I tell people this all the time. Michael Jordan, the greatest basketball player in the world, he took 946 game-winning shots.
He said, I didn't even make the high school basketball team my sophomore year. I was cut. He said, what it is every day I demand more from myself than anybody else could possibly expect. I don't compete with other people. I compete with what I'm capable of. And it's just like that kind of standard is inspiring.
Michael Jordan said in one of his interviews, when they said, you're unbelievable, you're the greatest basketball player of all times. Tell me about that. And he says, well, you just mentioned the successes. But he says, for me to become the greatest basketball player,
I've missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I've lost almost 300 games. 26 times I've been trusted to take the game-winning shot and missed. I've failed over and over and over again in my life.
does it make him a failure? No. We all fail. It's okay. What is not okay is that when you fail, you stay down. And winners will fail and get up. Fail and get up. Fail and get up. You always get up. That is a winner.
Ego's everything. Ego's a part of determination. If you don't have ego, you can't have a sense of determination to achieve. That's all part of success. You cannot find a successful person in life who don't have an ego.
Is you're never going to reach any goal that you want to reach without a strong work ethic. You can't cheat your work ethic. It has to be your common denominator.
Ain't that given to me, nothing at all. And everything that I'm getting right now, I work for that shit. I'ma really be able to enjoy it. I'ma really be able to sit there when I do get whatever I get. I'ma really be able to shed tears of joy. I'ma really be like, nah, I put that work in. I put that work in for real. This real work.
Champions do daily what everybody do occasionally. Everybody else does. You just do it daily. You're not. Yeah, we do. You're not extraordinary. You just do the ordinary extra. That's what makes you, separates you.
Some of the best athletes, or the greatest athletes in the world, do things when they're uncomfortable. Everybody can compete when they're feeling good, happy, excited, rested. But it's the best people who can overcome when they're tired, sore, not in the great mind, not in the best mindset. And I think mental power that the greatest athletes have can push all the pain aside.
Today, I'm no longer gonna be a fucking loser. Today, I'm gonna change my fucking path. I'm gonna get on the path of success. I don't care how long that road is. I'm gonna see it through no matter what. Because you know what? I've been living enough years in this shithole. I don't wanna be here anymore.
If you playing motherfucking football and you going head on for a tackle, if you stay there like this and don't move and push forward, what's gonna happen? You fall back. But if you go head on, You strong enough, you're gonna push through.
If you're gonna be great, if you really wanna do this shit, you have to have a why that's stronger than anything. Any temptation, any excuse, any off day. You have to have a why that gets you out of bed every morning and pushes you further than the day before. To be great, to truly be great, the force of your will has to outpace the limit of your means. That's the only way.
Believe you're unbeatable, because when you embrace that belief, you turn the impossible into the inevitable. Believe with such intensity that your very own spirit ignites a fire in others. Believe you're unbeatable, because if you don't, who will?
Because I guarantee you, the second you do, you'll have all of it.
Fix that problem now, and you will have the choice, at a bare minimum, to become whatever it is that you want to become. And this is a huge deal, because people will say, well, dude, what if I do all this work and I don't get where I want to go? And they'll talk themselves out. That is impossible.
I didn't know when I would be successful, or if I would be successful. The only thing that I knew for sure was that I wasn't going to stop. The big gift of hardship is that it doesn't define you, it reveals you. The benefit is that you get to see who you really are, and you make that decision yourself every day.
I don't quit. I may not make it the first time, but I'll come back. I gotta fucking get my head back in the game. I gotta figure this shit out. It doesn't mean you leave. It means you study it more.
I don't know about you, but in my book, in my opinion, I can't lose, because losing is something that is designed for people that quit and for people that fail. I don't fail, I learned.
Now all that's left is you in a self-arrest, self-paralysis state, thinking, wow, I could have been great. Wow, I could have done something with my life.
Spent 3 years with someone, and then all of a sudden it's like the next day, like boom, it's like that, it's gone. It's fucking scary as shit. I don't know how to feel about it. I feel like I just woke up, bro. Like I just got mental clarity today specifically, and I need a goal right now to put my head in.
Your workouts were no longer just showing up and going through the motions, they were giving everything you had. Your good habits were no longer just something you should do, but instead they were non-negotiable commitments. Imagine the person you'd be after 365 days of refusing to be mediocre, refusing to settle for anything less than your absolute best.
No matter who your parents were, no matter what they went through, no matter where you came from in the world, no matter your race, your creed, your religion, anything, no matter what. One given night, you can get in that ring, you can be called champion of the world and make life fair.
Look, winning, this is how it feels. 90% of the time, you're gonna feel like you're getting your balls kicked in, all right? 8% of the time, you're gonna be confused and you're frustrated. 2% of the time, you actually win. And those moments come and go, and then you're back in the 90%. And that's the reality of a winner's life.
The donut that's trying to get down your throat, that's a test. The emotions that you're having that are trying to dictate your life, that's a test.
And although they didn't understand that at that time, through hard work, through dedication, they saw what I was pursuing and they supported me, and I done it. I did it.
Even when lonely, discipline is best addiction. You want strong life? Discipline build it. You want peace? Discipline protect it. You want respect? Discipline earn it. No shortcut, only work. Be men with control, not men with excuse.
It don't happen overnight, and there's gonna be moments when it's really, really frustrating, and there's gonna be moments when it's really, really inspiring and empowering. And if you get too high off the highs and too low off the lows, you're gonna take yourself on a ride that's very, very uncomfortable.
With success in life comes more haters. Don't make them hurt your feelings. Use it for energy. Instead of killing them with kindness, torch them with fucking success. In life, we have to continue pushing past the odds. Use everything this world has to give you for fuel. Stay hard.
Yeah, don't believe in us, bro. Doubt us. Make fun of us, laugh, giggle, make remarks. Please do, because I take all of that shit and I turn it into productive energy, and I end up stepping on your throat with that.
It's not what you're capable of, it's what you're willing to do. It's not what you're capable of, it's what you're willing to do. I know plenty of people that are capable. I know fewer people that are willing. Will is a powerful thing. Ask yourself, what are you willing to do?
Success isn't built in the spotlight. It's built in silence. In the moments no one else will ever know about. What people see, is just the tip of the iceberg. But what they don't see is where the real story lies. It's not just about showing up when everyone's watching. It's the grind in the dark.
And I think your hardest struggles are what makes you strong and builds character. I've seen it a lot where people have had it super easy. Things haven't been tough. They just never really grow that backbone.
Do what no one else does. You run 3 o'clock in the morning because no one else is running 3 o'clock in the morning. If they're training 3 hours, you train 4 hours. You train when the gym is closed. You know, whenever the gym is closed, and you already trained, you train again. You know, you have to do what no one else is doing.
Nothing is easy. Nothing just like, oh, I wake up and I just do this or I do that, or it just, I watch people every day go through life and it's so easy. For me to be where I'm at today, it takes every bit of me. So when I speak about it, and as I get going here, you'll start seeing me, the tempo will rise, the passion will come out, because I'm back there. I'm doing what I do every day to become a human being.
Failure, in my opinion, failure is 100% necessary for greatness. To achieve greatness, to have that success, you've got to fail as many times as possible. So don't shy away from it, and don't take it as a negative.
If you actually try your best, you can't lose. Not pretend to try your best. Not try your best 90% of the time. Not try your best with excuses. If you genuinely try your best all of the time, all day, every day, it's impossible to lose.
If you practice at a high level all the time, you'll be able to play in the game at a high level all the time. If you don't do it in practice, and you think you're going to be able to do it in the game, probably not going to happen.
I need you to go to the next level. I need you to elevate. I need you to dominate. I need you to win. I need you to be that woman or be that man. I need you to be him. I need you to be her. I need you to be that. And you know why you can do that? Because you got to believe.
I don't think that you're the type of man that I could rely on to save my life. Based off of how you show up and your efforts, I don't see you as the type of man that I can trust to save my life in real life situations.
Yeah.
And that stung.
Yeah.
And so from that moment on, I started to try to prove to him no.
Yeah.
I'm never gonna let you down.
So I would just say, master your energy. Do your best to master your energy and what you put out, unless that's what you want, because you're entitled to whatever you want to create, whatever experience you want to create for yourself. But if you're tired of that shit, adjust the energy.
I know you might be at a time right now where you're trying to figure it out. Well, figure that shit the fuck out, man. Sitting there looking at your phone ain't gonna do it, bro. It's not gonna fucking do it. It's gotta be something in you. It's gotta be something that just I gotta get this shit, man. But you have to say these things. Write it on your fucking wall. Put it in your notes.
Never forget to train your fucking mind. In life, a lot of us work an ass off, trying to get to a better place. A place that makes us feel better about ourselves. Some people want to do ultra races. They're starting to PR during training. Some people want to be a lawyer or a medical student. So they're taking these practice tests and they're crushing the practice test. But guess what happens? Once you get to the actual fucking event, your mind isn't ready. Your mind's not prepared.
At some point, you kind of have to grow up and realize okay, if I want to do this, I have to be able to do it without anybody else's serious emotional support. At least not on a consistent basis. Because anybody that gets anything done, anything cool done, they do it because they're internally motivated.
When it comes to discipline, it's you have to sacrifice loved ones for a long period of time if you want to be great. You have to sacrifice loved ones in order to be great because they don't understand. And that's okay.
I'm going to speak my truth, build my life, and I will be the example. So when the storm comes, what do we look to? What does every single sailor in the ocean look to when the storm comes?
Lighthouse.
They don't look for a fucking tugboat.
Yeah.
Look at the lighthouse.
How do you know that you're on your path? Because it disappears. That's how you know. How do you know that you're really doing something radical? Because you can't see where you're going. That's how you know.
Everything we think comes into existence. So only think things that you want to come into existence. How you think creates how you feel. How you feel becomes an emotion. That emotion becomes a vibration. That vibration becomes a magnet that attracts things to you. So you gotta protect your mind.
If you feel that pain, please keep that pain. If you feel the pain, then feel it. The more you move with the pain, that's where success is. You should understand that pain is part of success. Success is not coming on silver platter. You need to work for it.
But you could channel all that energy into something and get better at it, and then all of a sudden people admired me. I went from being someone who was incredibly insecure and basically a failure to someone who was really successful at this one thing that was very dangerous. That gave me immense confidence and also a real understanding of the direct correlation between hard work and success.
I look in the fucking audience and these people sign up fucking every year, go to convention, thinking they're gonna learn something fucking different. So a lot of people talk about discipline. Okay, great. Why do you fall off the fucking wagon? Why can't I continue with this routine? People talk about discipline and fucking determination and fucking, repetitions and all this shit. Consistency. Why people fall off the wagon so often is because their mind is full of shit. Your mind hasn't gotten any stronger because you haven't gone back in there and dealt with shit. So the second adversity comes, like, my God, I'm so fucking fit. What's wrong? Your mind is still soft. So I work on the mind.